Hello YouTube and welcome to lesson 30 of the Adobe InDesign tutorial series, and today we're going to look at how to scale, rotate and duplicate our shapes inside of Adobe InDesign. So usually when I have a picture, I'm going to go to place and then I'm going to select the picture right here, and I got my design right here. So you can see that this is large in size. If I were to double click this, you can see that you can resize the picture, but the frame does not resize at the same time. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Control, and that actually resizes the whole picture right here. And if I want to scale it proportionately, just hold Control and Shift, and that will actually hold it all together. So let me just press Control, and you can see that it'll scale down the frame right here. And if you were to press Shift, you can see that it'll scale it down proportionately. You can see that this is how it works. So you can hold Control and then scale it down just like this. So hold and go. Alright, so that's how you can resize the picture. You can also resize the picture over here by going on to the free transform tool or the scale tool right here, and that will scale down as well. So this is the scale tool. So you can actually scale it just like that, as you can see when you are in the scale tool. But you can see that the scaling is actually happening from this side over here, and that is because the anchor point is over here. If we were to set the anchor point over here at the bottom left end, then actually when you scale, this will scale down from this side. If we were to put the anchor point in between, then if we were to resize this, what will happen is that this will actually resize onto this set right here. So now what you can actually do is you can also share this, and you can see that you can have a shear-like effect just like that. So now over here, you can also use the free transform tool right here, and you can see that you can transform it freely. And you can even rotate the image like this. So you can see that the image rotation is actually happening from the center right now. If you want it to happen from the corner again, just select the reference point, and then you can rotate this out over here. So you can see that now you just go over here, just select this out, and you can see that the reference point is over here. And if we were to move this out over here, actually this is rotating from the center itself, and if we were to change it, you can see that the reference point actually works out over here. So you can rotate it out just like this by clicking on the arrow degree over here, by typing the specific angle that you want to rotate your picture in. So that is how you can rotate pictures inside of InDesign. So let me just go back to 0 right here. Alright, so now if I want to create something like let's say copies of this, the easy way to do this is by holding Alt and then dragging, just like this. So hold Alt and drag, and you can see that it snaps onto place. Hold Alt and drag, and you can see that it will actually snap on back to the place. So you can easily create a grid just like this. So you can drag it out, and you can see that now everything will snap onto place just like this. Alright, so click and drag, and click and drag, and you can see that it helps you to create a grid just like that. So you can move all of these all together. But this thing actually takes time. So there's an easier way to create a grid, and that's by going on to a tool. So to create a grid, I'm going to use something called step and repeat. So to use step and repeat, you simply go into edit over here, and you can see that there's step and repeat. So just click on this, and I'm going to turn on the preview right here, and you can see that I can increase the count. And now let's just increase the offset just like this. So increase the offset over here, the horizontal, and you can see that there's the picture right here. Okay, so I'm gonna just press 0 and 0 over here, and you can see that it'll go back to place. If I were to increase the horizontal, you can see that the step and repeat actually increases. So I'm gonna increase this into something like, let's say 5 picas. Alright, so let me just go back over here into step and repeat right here. So let me go back to step and repeat, and then I'm going to enable the preview mode over here. That's 5. Let's just do 10 right here. Let me click on the space. Alright, 15 might be good. Alright, there you go. 12 might be good, and there you go. Alright, so if I were to increase the count, you can see that now this actually can create a duplication version. So you can also create this as a grid, and you can see that you can adjust the columns as well. So you can increase the columns into 3 columns by 3 columns, and you can see that I can also add in a value to the horizontal space right here. So you can see that you can easily create a grid with this. So let's say for example over here, I'm going to press 9, and there you go. So you got a more proportionate grid. I'm going to press 8, and there you go. So if you want to create a grid of pictures just like this, you can see that you can easily create it by the use of this tool right here. So 11.5 will also do it. So you can also add in point values. Alright, so I'm gonna say 11.6. Alright, that will do it. Alright, there you go. So that's how you can create grids easily inside of Adobe InDesign. You can also copy and paste these in different pages. For example, now I have this, let's say over here. So I can copy this and I can go to my pages. I'm going to create a new page and I'm going to paste it over here. But you can see that it does not actually paste in the same place as it had been placed in the previous page. So I want the images to be placed on the same location. And for that, I need to do something called paste in place. So for paste in place, I'm going to go down into the edit menu right here, and here you can see paste in place. So Control Alt Shift and V is the shortcut keys for it. So that's a mouthful. Just going to select it from here, and you can see that it actually pastes in place, but in the other page right here. So you can see that I'm going to delete this out. I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to do paste in place, and you can see that it pastes the objects in the same place instead of placing it in other places over here. So that's how paste in place works. That's how you can scale, rotate, and duplicate objects inside of Adobe InDesign. Hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.